money coming in. Know you fine as hell, body stuck on 10. 2 a.m. on my side, let me in.
YouTube, hey man, hey, how y'all boys and girls doing? I know it's been a little minute. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I've been going for like a week. Boy, so much didn't happen. Like so much didn't happen. Like, what's been going on in the world? Like, I feel like you know how like you miss a day of school and then like when you get back, like there's been plenty of fights and all types of shit in high school, my nigga. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck happened? What happened? Like, I don't be in a loop and all that. But hey, this thing is the protests and stuff going on. Hey, hold on, Discord. I need you to chill out. Discord, listen, I'm not trying to get on tonight. Calm down. But listen, we coming with corrupt cops and insane reactions to life sentences. We coming with bullshit ass cops. We coming with corrupt cops. Let's go ahead and get into the bill. Welcome new people, new subscribers.
Here, I did not put the narcotics here.
Talk to me.
Procuring lewd exhibition. Defendant is guilty of the crime of procuring lewd exhibition, guilty of the crime of forcible oral sodomy, guilty of the crime of procuring lewd exhibition, guilty of the crime of forcible oral sodomy.
I wish he was the one with the gun.
I wish he was the one with the gun and kid. Ooh. See, look. I hate all that crying. I hate crying. Cause you wasn't crying when you was doing the crime. That go for any criminal. That go for any cop. That go for anybody. Stop crying. Look. People be crying when they know they did you slimy. Like, imagine your girl crying or your man's crying to you after they didn't cheated. Like, I didn't mean to do it. Ma'am, sir, you took off your drawers and then proceeded to lay on the bed. And then, like, bro, like, is we dead serious right now? What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
He killed me. No police officer ever would want to hurt an innocent person.
You apparently. What the? Is that a demon?
This is Daniel Holtzclaw, a former officer of the Oklahoma City Police Department, who was convicted of multiple counts of
Let's be honest. This nigga don't look like he saved lives. He looks like he takes them. Like, let's be honest. If I see this cop come pull up to me, I know I'm cooked. Like, I have no belief I'm making it out at all.
Sexual assault, sexual battery, and other sex offenses.
She got inside the car.
She got inside.
Did you go get in the car and talk, or did you stand there with the door open and talk to her?
I think I did get inside the car for like a quick minute and just see what's the deal. It's just talking to her.
Did your pants come unzipped, unbuttoned, anything while you were standing right there? I don't know what to say. I mean, because it just looks like I just caught you in a lie, and now I don't know what to believe.
Wow.
Nothing was done.
That little nothing was done. Nothing was done. Yeah, it's capping. That's how you know somebody's lying to you. Like, take notes. I'm gonna teach you how to catch a liar. Hey, you know how they gotta catch a pea? Hey, we catching a liar today. No lie. Listen, pay attention.
Caught you in a lie, and now I don't know what to believe.
Nothing was done.
Nothing was done.
As far as that.
As per reports, Daniel targeted African-American women with priors and drug issues.
Oh, hell no. You going after my black queens? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This pictures look crazy, my boy. Hold on, let me move this out of y'all way so y'all can see these people. They still black queens though. They just going through. They just going through something. That's it. They going through. Some of them going through a real rough time, but it's okay though. It's okay. That in the past, you nasty as hell. You. What is he doing with these women?
Believing they wouldn't report him out of fear, Daniel was brought in for questioning at the same place where he worked as a cop.
You made her lift up her shirt, and when she lifted up her shirt, she exposed her breast. What about pants?
Nothing in her pants as far as I could see. She was wearing tight jeans.
She said she pulled them down. Do you recall putting your in her mouth?
I don't.
Daniel maintained his innocence even when confronted with the possibility of video evidence.
Sir, I'm sticking with my story.
Okay. On the video, are we gonna see her?
Shouldn't see her. I didn't see her.
Are we gonna see her pull her pants down?
I didn't see her pull her pants down.
Are we gonna see your down?
No.
Are we gonna see your over her mouth?
His DNA sample was taken to match the evidence found in his
Oh
car.
my God.
CSI is processing your car right now. And when we stepped out, they found some pubic hairs.
Daniel's conviction was based largely
You
on loose
nasty
DNA
freak.
evidence and tests.
Bro, he like a freaked out. Bro, some men, bro, just be freaked out, bro. Like, bro. Sir, you can't control. See, bro, this is why I think all, like, corn needs to be obliterated from social media and just in general, man. Get out and experience women. Like, I feel like, bro, that's really messing people's brains up for real. Like, y'all be treating women like objects for real. Like, what the, like, how do, I don't know, bro. Y'all need help. Some of y'all, like, I know, dude, like, hey, we claim it like it's a dude thing, but in reality, bro, y'all need to just chill out. Like, a lot of dudes, they just see women and just automatically be like, oh, she's so bad, oh, that aspect, oh, that, which is cool to a point. But nigga, like, we all crashing out. Like, bro, we doing too much for real. We need to lock back in.
Testimony of the victims, some of which turned out to be false.
But you lied on everything you said today.
Why?
Yes or no? So he never touched you? Is it yes or no?
No.
So you just made up the entire story?
Shanice Barton.
And this what people you gotta watch out for too. Women be lying on niggas. Women do be lying on niggas. Hey, I ain't gonna speak on who, but women do be lying on people. And like, we do know a couple cases where allegedly people have lied on men. Men have lied on women. Like, what the, bro? Y'all playing with people's lives. So what is y'all niggas doing? Like, I don't see how y'all, like, I feel like our brains are cooked. Like, I mean, this been a whole thing. This been going on for decades before I was even born. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all putting people in jail for life. Life. Y'all playing with people's life, literally. And think it's a joke. Going there lying. Imagine what they used to do to us black people back in the day. Black men back in the day. Just lying. Don't get me started on my boy Emmett Till. May he rest in peace. And ooh, you know who I'm talking about. That lady. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on that, but yeah. She up out of here. Yeah. Yes,
Still,
indeed.
who filed a sexual assault report against Daniel, gave this incredible reason for her actions.
I just felt bad for her, and I just wanted to know, like, she wasn't the only victim or anything.
And you thought it would do what?
Make it feel like she's not the only one.
Terry Morris, another alleged victim, even refused to testify in the first place.
You know I gotta encourage you to go through and talk to me.
But if somebody else can do it, I don't want to. I just want to leave it alone.
She clearly didn't want to be there.
Okay? Is there anything that I can do to persuade you to help make you stronger?
No.
While one victim, on the other hand, gave a totally wrong description of Daniel.
Tell me your description of him.
He's black.
He's okay.
Nigga said he's black. There's no fucking way. There's no possible way, bro.
He's black now.
One accuser was even caught on camera, admitting that she wasn't.
Shawty said
sexually
he's
assaulted at all.
black.
So this is good evidence?
Well, you tell me.
I think so, because, I mean, y'all, even if he didn't, like, even rape nobody or nothing, he's still in the content with people that he was arrested.
It was also reported that the accusers were lying with the intention of profiting from lawsuits.
They lied on the stand, they lied to the jury, they're involved in civil lawsuits where they may collect millions. This is an injustice, and the public doesn't want to be bothered with it.
There was even a secret trial held, allegedly without Daniel or his defense team's knowledge.
Surveillance cameras capture a team of prosecutors, including the lead in Holtzclaw's trial, arriving ahead of the proceedings.
There were 2 full days where the secret hearing was going on, and my lawyer wasn't allowed to be there, let alone know about it.
What?
Also, the lead prosecutor in my trial, who lied, gets to weigh in on a response or has his input. How is this anyway safe or fair to me?
Daniel alleged that his DNA was planted rather than coming from direct sexual contact.
I thought that, they were setting me up. I thought something was tampering of evidence, and I was like, are you serious? nature with any of these words.
So he didn't do anything, like, because now I'm confused, brother. I'm confused. Did he do it like that? Like, what happened? Cause wasn't there a video? If there ain't no video, then I'm a little, just getting a little skeptical.
Daniel was eventually found guilty for a majority of his charges. This is when he hit rock bottom.
Procuring lewd exhibition. Defendant is guilty of the crime of procuring lewd exhibition, guilty of the crime of forcible oral sodomy, guilty of the crime of procuring lewd exhibition, guilty of the crime of forcible oral sodomy.
A visibly distraught Daniel.
I just feel like if a nigga read me like guilty multiple times, I might start breaking it down too. Like I might not even hear what he talking about. Just guilty. I'm like, can you slow down? Shit, I can't even count how many guilty he just said.
Inconsolably while the judge read out the rest of his verdict. Daniel was sentenced to 263 years in prison.
200.
Holtzclaw, this jury finds you guilty of the various counts.
He maintains his innocence to this day.
Wow.
While Daniel Holtzclaw will spend the rest of his life in jail, how does it compare to using police power to assault minors?
Wait.
Like in the case of Jalen Fleer, a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy whose life will completely
he looks
change
familiar
after this interview.
I thought we watched him before.
Ever shared any images of your penis with anyone?
Yeah.
Today, Fleer was being investigated
I think we've seen
based
this
on
one
an anonymous tip
a long time
by
ago.
Crime Stoppers.
So you understand that you're not under arrest and you are not being detained. You understand that you're free to leave at any time. There will not be any locked doors keeping you from leaving. As you notice,
My ass straight up right there. You mean to tell me I could leave right now? I ain't gotta answer no question. Alright, it's time to go.
that one doesn't have a lock behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking into some allegations that were made. We're it started with a Crime Stopper report, so we're just kind of going from there. You know, we're investigating allegations that were made that you were communicating with a younger female on Snapchat and potentially some material might have been shared.
Bruh.
Some photos, some...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you grown as hell got Snapchat, bro, if you're not making money from that motherfucker, and you just like the only time the only reason why I use Snapchat is to post, and then I dead ass delete it. Like for real. Like I probably don't have Snapchat for more than 3 days, if that. Like I do not be on that motherfucker. Actually, I deleted all my social medias for the rest of the year. Yeah, actually, yup, I did. Only got Pinterest right now. So, hey, wish me luck. And YouTube, but does YouTube really count as social media? Oh, I think I got Threads too. But Threads is positive. Like, I might delete Threads. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Like, I'm weighing my options right now. But, like, the only time I can download social media is, like, if I'm posting. I can't swipe. And I can't do none of that bullshit. Like, because I feel like social media is so negative. And it's, like, it be playing into your, like, how you perceive the world. And then you want to be, like, you feel like you're behind. But then you feel like, I don't know. I just don't want to be on that mother. But anyway, yeah, if you got Snapchat and you using that shit to send, whatchamacallit? Like, I just feel like Snapchat is the whole app. Like, same thing, you know, back in the day, you used to have Kick. If you had Kick, you was a hoe. I'm sorry, if you had Kick, but we all know. We all know it used to go down on Kick. If you don't know, hey, all praise with you. Hey, you a good child. Stay like that. You're a good man, good woman, Savannah. Stay safe.
Images, stuff like that.
As per reports, Fleer used to message minor girls on Snapchat, attempting to meet them for sexual purposes.
It's just all a freak man.
Money as an incentive to meet.
Wait, hold on. Am I tripping? Does that mean age 5? Or I'm tripping? There's no way. Nah. Nigga said $100 to blah blah with me in the car, or just 40 me if you want. This nigga's the most lamest nigga alive. He's talking to children and paying. This nigga's what the fuck? He needs life, literally. He's the one that needs extra life. What the
One of the girls was just 12 years.
Twin. Fuck that. You're not even my twin. I can't even call you that. Never mind. I take that back. Nigga, hey, forget I even said that. You're not my twin. I don't know you, buddy. Sir. 12? How do you even get in I don't even want to... What the this nigga.
Years old. Fleer also offered more money to the girls if they managed to invite their underage friends. In
Bro.
court, the prosecutor read the explicit messages that Fleer sent the minors.
The detail he goes into with regard to his sex exploits that he is trying to engage in with young children are just despicable. He tells multiple 12-year-old girls, do you have any younger friends who are interested in older men? I'll give...
Nigga, they don't even... What? Wait. You get him... What the f... So wait, you mean a 12-year-old and you asking a 12-year-old if she got any younger friends? That's older, that's interested in older... 12-year-olds don't even know what the... Like, what the... Men and just they don't even know if they're interested in boys. What the? They just go on about a life. And what is life as like a 12-year-old? I don't even remember. I'm playing like 2K outside or something, playing Madden or college football. What the fuck are you talking about? He needs extra life. Like, what?
Give you money to hook me up with them. The younger they are, the better. He had asked her about soliciting younger friends, and she mentioned a 9-year-old friend. The defendant got excited about that prospect and tried to convince her to talk her 9-year-old friend into having a threesome with him.
The prosecutor also said the girls were afraid to report Fleer to the police because he was the police. Fleer's...
Oh, this is sad. Oh my God, this is sad. This is sad. That is trauma. That is trauma at its finest. That is they are getting exploited by the police, and they don't know how to go to the police or what to do because he is the... What the... Bro, if you take that badge and take that oath as a police officer, how the fuck do you do shit like this? Especially the kids. That's what, like, that look up. I feel like when you young, bro, like, you look up to the police in a sense. Like, you like, yo, look, the police gonna save me, blah, 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 blah. Like, on some shit. They can even trust the police, because you asking for weird shit. You doing weird shit. You post... I don't know, man.
Defense asked for a lenient sentencing.
Mr.
Fleer. Lenient?
And his wife were expecting the birth of their first child. Child was going.
Thank God that he didn't have no child. Like, I mean, he don't get to see that child. Who knows what his weird at?
Come any day. And Mr. Fleer, without hesitation, said, I'm ready to surrender.
The judge was having none of it.
I have never seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case.
Fleer was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
12? Why y'all be treating this like it's like light? He needs life.
Jalen Fleer will spend a better part of his life in prison for targeting minor girls. But what happens when an officer abuses his power? Like what happened when Officer Michael Amiot pulled over a car for a trap.
Wait, the last dude, he did some shit. But he did some weird shit. Like, I feel like they both... that's why I couldn't be no judge. Everybody get life. I swear to God, everybody. Like, I'm like, I hear that shit. I'm like, life. Like, there's no question. Just life. What are you doing?
Traffic violation in Euclid, Ohio. Sitting in the car was Richard Hubbard III and his girlfriend. But the traffic stop was anything but routine. Initially, Richard complied with Officer Amiot. But when Amiot tried to handcuff him, Richard resisted. Heard that pop? That was Richard getting tased. The struggle ensued, and the officers got more and more aggressive. On her knees, Richard's girlfriend begged them to stop.
Man, these police some bitch ass niggas, man. I hope all man, life. It's that simple for me. Life. Man, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Man, y'all niggas be at bro, forget, man, can we bring, like, let's treat these niggas how they be treating us. Like, and what I mean is, when they get in trouble for bullshit, they sit, look, we used to look at the video and handcuff their ass. Look, the same way they just, we should handcuff him the same way. It's, tase him, like, bro, y'all be treating niggas like dogs. Man, y'all treat us worse than dogs. Worse. Man, come on, y'all be kissing y'all dogs all in the mouth and shit. Y'all wouldn't even dare, man, come on, bro. Come on. Somebody gotta keep it a buck, and it's gonna have to be me, apparently. Man, but who do y'all think y'all is? Man, I know you better know how to wipe your own tail, bro. Stop playing, bro. What the bro? What the bro, calm down, twin. What you doing? What the anyway, bro. This shit crazy. Like, breaking people's necks. Like, I don't know. These niggas need life, though.
But the scuffle ensued, and Amiot kept throwing punches.
I'm telling you, let's do them the same way.
Passerby took this video on her cell phone, showing Richard with his head under one officer's knee, while Amiot delivered one final blow.
Let's do it the same way. On God, bro, where my Bible? On my mama, let's do him the same way. Like, not even a question. Like, it's not even questionable to me. Let's do him the exact same way. Man, now make me get on my Malcolm X time. Bro, y'all crazy. Boy, y'all think y'all, I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all. Y'all boys crazy. I'm telling you, man, bro.
In court, Amiot said that he acted according to the law.
Initially, when we go down to the ground, well, he was wrestling with us, and he does throw a punch at me. That was just shown. But if he's wrestling with us, we use strikes.
But he also admitted that he kept punching an already subdued Richard.
Flurries of punches that you threw, did he swing back at you one time?
While I was throwing the punches, no.
The prosecution said that...
So why the fuck you keep swinging there? Why is you still swinging?
Amiot violated Richard's civil rights with excessive police force.
Assault has been proven, beyond any doubt, basically. Michael Amiot says that he was justified in using force because he's a police officer. That is the start of a violation of his civil rights.
The defense argued that Amiot acted according to his training and protocol.
With police policy that governs Officer Amiot and all officers of the Euclid Police Department.
But the judge was having none of it.
And I did listen to your trainers, your prior instructors. I did listen to them, but I do believe in this case, I believe the jury got it right.
The jury found Amiot guilty.
We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, do hereby find the defendant Michael Amiot guilty of assault.
The judge agreed with the jury's verdict.
Police need to be able to control folk, no doubt about that. There must be control, but there's a limit to how that's done.
Amiot was sentenced to 30 days in jail.
Oh, I can't with these guys. Who come up with these sentences, bro? Who come up with this shit, bro? Bro,
jail, 60 days of house arrest, and 3 years of probation. He was also fired from the Euclid Police Department.
The court at this time will impose a sentence of 90 days.
I appreciate the jury and the court for making the right decision. You know, when Amiot did something wrong, still going through like the suffering with the anxiety.
While Michael Amiot lost his job and reputation for showing excessive police power, what happens when you're caught luring a minor with intentions to exploit them? This is a sting operation by YouTuber Musa Harris, also known as the Luzerne County Predator Catcher. Musa, at the time, had no idea that he was about to catch ex-police officer Leonard Galley.
Hey, Paul. What you here for? How you doing? What's your name? Paul. Paul? Yeah.
What are you right here for?
Sir?
What you right here for, Paul?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm here to meet some of my friends.
Musa posed as a 15-year-old boy on a dating app to lure out Gali, who went by the alias Paul.
You got the wrong guy.
Buddy, Paul?
No. My name's not Paul.
You just say Paul.
No.
You just say your name, Paul.
My name's not Paul. You got the wrong guy, buddy.
Gali quickly changed his story. He also racially abused Musa.
Stand with me. Not playing no game.
Got one again right here.
Gali panicked and left in a hurry. Gali was well known in his community for being involved in weird and perverted things.
You know, you do hear the rumors, and he's always running around doing some perverted stuff. I would like to see him get punished to the full extent. It's disgusting.
Gali pleaded guilty to felony charges of solicitation and unlawful contact with a minor. His lawyer argued that he was suffering from depression and never intended.
Yeah, he gonna life. Look at that damn back ass. That nigga got a back ass suit. That boy had suit bagging in the mud. Boy, yeah, he getting life. Yeah, I ain't worried about this one. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. He getting life.
Don't harm anyone.
He could.
Gali was sentenced to 1 to 2 years in prison,
Never mind.
followed by 5 years of probation. He was also registered as a Tier 3 sex offender and was prohibited.
So, like, what's the worst tier of one of those? Like what's the worst tier? Like, it's like Tier 1 the best. I mean, I said the best. Oh, I mean the worst. Like, it's Tier 1. Is Tier 1 the worst, or is it like Tier 3? Like, what? How many tiers is there? I mean, I'm assuming Tier 3 is pretty bad. I'm assuming.
Teaching, coaching, or attending places where minors frequent. While Leonard Gali will spend a year in prison for his perverted actions, how does it compare to murdering your neighbor? Like in the case of Dallas police officer Amber Geiger, who one night made a shocking 911 call.
Dallas 911, this is Carla. Where's your emergency? Hi, this is an off-duty officer. I need EMS. I'm in number. I'm an off-duty officer. I thought it was at my apartment, and I shot a guy thinking it was my apartment. He shot.
What the fuck? Wait. So you walk into somebody else's apartment and you shoot them because you think you in your apartment? Nigga, nothing look different? Nothing? Y'all had the same layout, the same floor mat, the same everything. The shoes by the door, nigga had all the Nikes, all the Jordans, all the Dr. Martens and shit. Like, he just, like, everything in that house looked just like yours. Man, you must think I'm boo-boo the fool. Man, who do you think, who do you take me for? Like, they be telling these bullshit ass stories and be like, oh, they gonna believe this. How?
Someone? Yes, I thought it was my apartment. Oh my God. I'm sorry. And where are you at right now? I'm inside the apartment with him.
As per reports, Geiger entered the apartment of her neighbor Botham Jean and shot him twice. She claimed she mistook Jean's apartment for her own and thought he was an intruder. Authorities soon arrived at the scene. Time was running out for Jean as officers desperately tried to revive him with CPR. Jean died at the hospital soon after. Geiger was interrogated, where she maintained the same emotions as the 911 call.
Still felt like that guy was gonna kill me. I wish she was alive.
Later in court, the prosecution argued that Geiger acted unreasonably and recklessly.
Bitch, you didn't ask that nigga no questions? Did the nigga have a gun? And if he did, he was in the right because you in his apartment. What the fuck? Y'all just be doing bullshit. Yeah, you just need life. Life. Well, not even life. Life. Yeah, every time I question not life, it's life. Like life. You deserve life.
She's leveling off her gun, having acquired her target, and she shoots at him twice. No opportunity for de-escalation.
Oh, me?
No opportunity
at all
for him to surrender. Bang, bang.
You didn't ask the nigga nothing.
They said Jean was in a defensive position when he got shot.
Hits Bo in the chest just above his left nipple. The path of that bullet goes down into his heart, does absolutely devastating damage. Goes through his lung, goes through his stomach, goes through his intestine, until it finally comes to a rest in what's called the psoas muscle, which is halfway between his stomach and his back. This path is very revealing because it is consistent with the fact that Bo was getting up from a seated position facing the door as Amber.
Oh, he was sitting down? Oh, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. Life. You deserve life. You lying ass. Your life.
Geiger was coming into his home.
The defense argued that Geiger made an honest mistake and acted in self-defense.
Amber Geiger firmly and reasonably believed that she was.
What reasonably? What's the reason? I would love to hear it. Please tell me firmly and reasonably. What's the reason? Just tell me the reason. I might hear you out.
In her own apartment.
How?
She confronted an intruder that she had no choice.
This would be the type of lawyer to defend this. Look at his build. Look at his build. I ain't never seen this in my life. Look at the head and shit. Look at the neck. The head. Like, of course you would defend this. This don't make sense.
No options but to use her gun to keep from dying.
Residents of the same building recalled what exactly happened that night.
Just go in and think I actually was about to cook me something to eat.
Okay, what happened then?
And then I heard gunshots.
Okay, how many gunshots do you remember?
2.
Anything that you saw that made you think, that's different?
Just, like I said, I just noticed it was an officer walking in. I saw she had a bag, and I just kind of saw it and went to my apartment.
Geiger took to the stands next.
And I'm saying, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
What were you focused on?
Him.
Just him?
Yes.
And then he began coming for you?
Yes.
And as he came coming for you, that's when you heard him speak?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to do that now. All right.
Yes, sir.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
And that's at that point whenever I shot him.
Somewhere in this area.
Yeah, he said, hey. You like, like you just said, fuck it. Bow! Like you didn't get it in no time. Like, hey, what you doing? This my place. Like he could have like you could have get a nigga 30 seconds more. 30 seconds more, you probably would have got your story. I just thought, what? This don't make sense.
When you shot, what happened?
He felt it.
She broke down and apologized for her actions.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I'm so sorry.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
However, what Geiger said next shocked the whole courtroom.
Shooting him in center mass exactly where you are trained. You intended to kill Mr. John.
I did.
She literally confessed to killing Botham Jean. Geiger was sentenced to 10 years in prison, with the possibility of parole after 5 years.
We, the jury, find unanimously that the defendant did not cause the death of Botham Jean while under the immediate influence of sudden passion, and assess the defendant's punishment at 10 years imprisonment in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
This case had an unexpected moment of grace and forgiveness when Jean's younger brother Brant took the stand.
Again, I'm speaking for myself, not even bad for my family. But I love you just like anyone else. I'm not gonna say I hope you rot and die.
He forgave Geiger and wished her well.
I personally want the best for you. And I wasn't gonna ever say this in front of my family or anyone, but I don't even want you to go to jail.
But what he did next was...
That right there? Hey, that's different right there. I ain't gonna lie. I respect that out of you. Not gonna lie, that took a lot. You know how long, like, you know how, that right there? That took a lot of, 1, maturity, and 2, I don't know what this shit is. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what this shit is. My brain, it disappeared. But I'm actually proud of you. Cause you have every reason to just be like, you know what, bro, forget you. But you really looked at it and you like, bro, I understand the honest mistake. I think me personally, when it comes to my family, when it comes to people I love, I see red. Especially when something like if this was to happen, I'm getting on that stand and saying absolutely crazy shit. But this makes me think, bro, maybe I gotta do some soul searching inside, bro, because maybe I'm not as mature as I think.
Was seen as a powerful gesture of compassion and healing.
I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please?
Wow.
Another moment of kindness came from the presiding judge, Tammy Kemp, who hugged Geiger and gave her the Bible, telling her to read it and find God.
Wow.
Amber Geiger was sent to 10 years in prison for accidentally killing her neighbor.
Wow.
What happens when a crooked cop gets caught? Like in the case of Zachary Wester, who was charged.
She wasn't even corrupt. It just like, dang. That made me look at the whole situation different, man. Dang. That really woke me up. That really changed me. I ain't gonna lie. That right there, that moment when he said, "Can I please hug you, bro?" And then, you know, the judge handing the Bible made me look at the whole situation different. I gotta go with the inside, man.
And false imprisonment in Florida.
The drugs were there. I did not put the narcotics there.
As per reports, the 28-year-old former sheriff's deputy was accused of planting drugs on unsuspecting motorists during traffic stops.
Seriously. Hey, man. Go ahead, put your hands. Don't. At this point, you are detained, okay?
I don't do anything. I don't mess with that stuff.
The drivers denied knowledge of the drugs, but were arrested anyway.
These syringes.
Man, nigga, play some of me. On God, you going to jail, boy. Nigga, I don't even, boy. I swear to God, like I'ma laugh at the nigga if he tell me I do anything. Me. You telling me I got any drug in my car? I'm gonna laugh at you because it's like it's so preposterous. I could see if you said alcohol, and then I'd be like, damn, you got me. But like even if it's alcohol, it's gonna be wrapped up like I just bought it from the store. But drugs, you got me fucked up. On me, I'm fighting that shit to the death. I don't care if that take 50, 60 years to get break that shit. Nigga, I don't smoke, nigga. What are you talking about, boy? Come on now.
It's actually in like a plastic, larger baggie with a plastic container with a substance in it that appears to be an illegal narcotic. Do you know anything about that?
I do not. Some of Wester's victims had other prior offenses, which made the alleged possession charges even more serious.
Look, man, you seem like you're pretty squared away, okay?
Yeah.
All right. But I do have an issue with something within the vehicle.
What's that?
Pulled you over. Your driver's license is not valid. Okay? Pulled you out to talk to you about it.
And for the poor souls who resisted and protested innocence, Wester used his taser on them.
You lame, you need life. If he don't get life, bro, I might call up there. Heck, lie. I might just, we might just call up there. No lie. He need life.
It's a slick move, man. Very slick.
Oh, hella years. If I see a 1, 2, 3 years probation and some other shit, we calling.
What you trying to
After a while, the arrests caused suspicion internally.
Began what's called an internal affairs investigation into the defendant's use of his body cameras.
Wester was suspended from the sheriff's department.
First, he made the recommendation that the defendant be suspended pending the outcome of the investigation.
The case went to trial, where Wester pleaded not guilty to all charges.
This is a case about an abuse of an incredible power. The defendant used his position as a deputy sheriff to make traffic stops on 12 members of this community and plant methamphetamine in their cars, methamphetamine and paraphernalia. He turned what should be a law enforcement agency, and is, into something for his own use.
Nah, bro.
That was criminal.
Some of Wester's body cam footage was found mysteriously deleted or unusable.
Why in the world would that have been deleted? I wish I knew that answer.
However, the prosecutor found something suspicious in one of Wester's body cam footage.
Why in the world does the defendant have palmed in his hand, just clasped like this, not like this, not like this, like this, a plastic baggie? Why in the world does he have that there? I would submit that this is objective evidence where you see him planting drugs in the moment. You see something in his hand that has no reason, no logical reason, given this stop and what we know about it, for it to be there. This is him planting evidence, and you see it.
Wester's victims testified in court.
I knew the truck was coming. I knew it was.
The white, small plastic baggie that was in that spoon that the deputy just showed you on this video. Had you ever seen that before?
No, sir.
Was that in your car?
No, sir.
The only thing I would have said was the fact that he did keep going into the car like several times, over and over and over again. Because he'd come back, he'd talk to me, he'd go back to the car, he'd come back to me, he'd go back to the car.
Curiously, Wester's body cam was always well placed, to miss the exact moment when he found the drugs. In a split decision, the jury found Wester guilty of 19 of the 67 charges.
Count 1, guilty of racketeering as charged. Guilty. Guilty of official misconduct related to Teresa Odom as charged.
Wester was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
Therefore, it is the intention
I like that.
of the court that you
I'm not too mad at
to
that.
show a total of 12 years.
I would have given more. But he got 12. Hey, lucky nigga, we ain't called. Lucky. If you would have had 2 days, a week, a couple months. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, we need. Hey, Zachary Wester, my nigga. Hey, he need life in prison. He playing drugs in people's cars. I'm watching the video right now, and they only gave a nigga like a month. We need him locked up immediately. Like, I don't play.
While Zachary Wester will spend significant time in prison for being a crooked cop,
need more.
What happens when a cop commits a brazen crime? Like in the case of Wayne Couzens, a Metropolitan police officer who was arrested on suspicion of kidnapping and murder.
Sat in handcuffs and what I know, so you must have something to say that I know.
On the night of March 3rd, 2021, Sarah Everard was walking home from a friend's house in South London, England. Unaware to her, she was being followed by a white car. It was the same white car that Couzens had hired that morning from a dealership in Dover, Kent. That night, dashcam footage showed the white car pulled up to the side of the road with hazard lights on. It also revealed Sarah and Couzens standing next to the car. Couzens reportedly used his police warrant card and handcuffed her into his car, pretending to arrest her for breaching COVID-19 rules. The car was next seen.
This nigga don't get life. I know something. The thing is though, I can't say he the weirdest one. Like, this levels of weird. I just don't know what level this is. This one he needs special attention. He needs a special place in jail where, like, I don't know. I don't want to say what needs to happen, but you can use your imagination.
Driving towards Kent. The next morning, Couzens was seen buying petrol and rubble bags, possibly to dispose of something.
Wow.
Sarah was reportedly sexually assaulted and strangled to death. Couzens allegedly burnt her body and dumped her remains in a pond near his...
Now, if he don't get life, we call it England. Or severe years. He don't need to just be fired. He needs... We call it London. I ain't never called London in my life. I don't even know what their phone number is, but we gonna look that shit up. Because what the...
Woodland property in Ashford, Kent.
This evening, detectives and search teams investigating Sarah's disappearance have found, very sadly, what appears to be human remains.
Police interrogated Couzens as he was the last person who met Sarah.
Like I said, you've been arrested on suspicion of kidnapping, and we believe that you've been involved in her disappearance and taking her away from her family.
Couzens initially denied any knowledge about Sarah.
So we're here to talk to you about Sarah. Show the picture. Do you know Sarah?
I don't know.
So,
like, how can somebody like look at that and know they did some shit and say no? That's what be mind. Like, you know, you just did some weird, diabolical, demonic to somebody who's completely innocent. That's somebody that got a family that's looking for her, and you gonna look at the picture and say, "Nah, I'm not her. Nah, I don't know her." Life. Forget that. He needs above life. He needs the chair. Like, he needs to be out of here. Like,
do you know where Sarah is?
No.
That's evil.
Personally, no.
No, not personally, no.
You had any interactions with her at all?
Why would I personal interactions with her?
Evil.
But the officers were convinced they had their man.
Now, we believe that you know something about where she is, and that's why we're here to look for her and to try and find her. And that's why we're talking to you now, is to try and get you to have a good think about it and tell us anything we can about whether we might go to find her.
What Couzens said next will blow your mind.
Okay, well, I am in financial and I've been lent on by, I don't know who they are. They're a group of gang told me, well, I need to go and pick up girls and give them to them. So I said, happening. And it then came through that they're going to, on my family, take them away and they'll use them instead. At that point, I had no option to try and find somebody. So I don't.
Nigga, you are the police. Go to the police. They be thinking like I think they should be thinking we stupid or something. Like so somebody, a gang threaten you as the police. It's not like you a regular civilian. You got police friends and you just, man, who the fuck do you take me for? Who do you take me for? Like who do you take like said it before I slap you. Like who do you take me for? I'm finna like who do you take me for?
And there's a couple of names. I was told a place to take her. That's it. That is all I know. To this group of people.
Cousins initially claimed that he was being pressured by a gang of Eastern Europeans to kidnap Sarah.
They threatened to take my family away from me.
Tell me everything now.
Okay, there was a white Sprinter van. They are between sort of Lemon, Maidstone area that I dropped her off. Parked my car up, and then the van come up behind me, flashed me, and they all jumped out. And then they took this girl.
Cousins gave some vague answers when asked about how the gang contacted him.
Okay, alright, but how did they contact you? How did you contact them?
I tried to over on one of their call girls and rip her off. So she's told them, and they got me.
How did they contact you? How is it they've been in contact with you to make those threats?
They just tell me, be here. So Hotel Burston down in Folkestone, could be here. Okay, so I turned up. But I've got no mobile number, and they have got my mobile number.
They haven't.
They're obviously outside watching, following. I just, honestly...
How are they telling you to be there? How is it that...
This nigga think this is a movie. Like, the only person following people is you, nigga. Like, bro.
You from those directions?
Yeah, they'll come outside. They'll be outside here.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, right, you're going to be in Folkestone at this time, or you're going to be in Ashford at this time. That's it. There's no links, no telephone numbers. I'm completely on my own.
Cousins pled guilty to all charges. He was sentenced to life imprisonment with a whole life order, meaning he will never be released. Later, Cousins received a 19-month sentence for a previous offense. The judge in that case said Sarah Everard's murder could have been prevented if the authorities had treated the earlier case seriously.
The fact that no police came to find him or his black car to question him about these...
My bad, y'all. I just wasn't ready. That's all. I gotta go to London, bro. I gotta go to London. I do. I really do. I want to know y'all culture. I want to know what y'all like to eat. I'm curious. Like, I don't know nothing about London besides what I see in movies. Like, and y'all know I know you got a king or queen or whatever. That's really all I know. I'm gonna do my research after this because I gotta know.
These incidents can only have served to confirm and strengthen in the defendant's mind.
Why that's kind of hard though. I don't keep mess with it. The lineup
Cousins will spend the rest of his life in prison for his perverted actions. But what happens when cops steal from you? The woman behind this video stealing stuff is Smith County Chief Deputy LaQuenda Banks.
Let's be honest. Hey, hold on. Let me move the camera so I can see. Not even to be racial. Not even to come off like this. But don't she look like she steal? There's just some motherfuckers that look like they can't be trusted around your belongings. She look like one of them. I'm sorry, you like you would steal from me. Like I would not like somebody like if like something go missing and you around, it gotta be LaQuenda. Like that's the first person I'm jumping to. Like gotta be her. Like it gotta be like. See, that's why you gotta watch who you invite into your place, bro. Like no cap, people do be stealing. You can't be letting everybody in, bro. If you ain't watching this, bro, go watch it. You can't let everybody into your place.
Banks, along with Constable Curtis Traylor Harris.
All black people, bro. What is y'all doing? Y'all make it. Come on, bro. Like, what is y'all doing?
And Sergeant Derek Holman arrived at a home in January 2021 to serve an eviction notice. The trio cleared the renters out and started rummaging through their belongings. Banks had her body cam switched on by mistake, which caught every moment of their actions. from cash to Apple products to expensive glasses.
Ray-Bans.
Banks put everything she found valuable inside her pockets. She later dumped them inside Sergeant Holman's car. The presence of drugs made the house an easy target.
Did that discovery drugs all of a sudden make them an easy target?
Yes. Constable Traylor Harris went to trial first, where he initially denied any knowledge of the theft.
What we see Miss Banks doing on the video, as everyone's seen it, were you aware of what she was doing?
No. Never seen you pick up anything or conceal anything or hide anything.
The detective investigating the case believed Traylor Harris was in on the crime.
He was doing this unbeknownst to Constable Traylor Harris. Why would she say it out loud?
I have no idea.
Maybe because he was in on it?
I believe so.
Does there appear to be a scheme here?
Yes.
Banks testified in court against Traylor Harris.
What did you believe him to mean by that at that moment?
Whatever you see and you want it, take it.
Banks said she was coerced by the defendant to steal.
He was my boss, so I mean, I'm gonna.
Can't nobody coerce me to do shit. Still. Shit.
Do what he says do. I was forced to do it. If I would have said no, I would have most likely gotten fired.
Traylor Harris was found guilty and sentenced to 5 years of probation. He said he regretted his actions and apologized to the victims.
I'd first like to publicly offer an apology to the Foster family. The actions of my deputies that day and the inaction of me to stop it from happening. I sincerely apologize to them for that. I put myself through the academy twice, and it's just something I want to do my entire life. So,
can't be. It can't be. It can't be. Everyone has, no, it can't be.
It's the thought of it not being able to do it anymore. It's devastating, but I just want to be able to move on from it.
Banks saved herself from jail time by testifying against both Traylor Harris and Holman. Derek Holman was later found not guilty
I don't trust
and was acquitted of all charges. While the 3 dirty cops got away with relatively lighter sentences, how does it compare to killing an innocent woman who was just trying to defend her family? The incident occurred on October 12th, 2019, when a neighbor called a non-emergency police line.
I'm calling about my neighbor.
What's going on there?
Well, the front doors have been open since 10 o'clock. I haven't seen anybody moving around. It's not normal for them to have both of the doors open this time of night.
28-year-old Tatiana Jefferson was having dinner with her nephew. She left her front door open to let smoke out after burning some hamburgers. Officer Aaron Dean and his partner arrived at the scene. They walked around the house and looked for signs of a break-in. The officers didn't announce themselves, thinking it was a burglary scene.
Glass door was shut. The inner door was open. It looked ransacked. It was a mess.
It looked like someone had methodically gone through that house looking for something.
What happened next would change their lives forever.
I was looking right down the barrel of the gun. And when I saw the barrel of that gun pointed at me, I fired a single shot from my duty weapon.
As Dean approached the rear of the house, he spotted a figure through the window aiming a gun at him and immediately fired.
Put your hands up! Show me your hands!
As the dust settled down, Dean realized what he had done.
When my vision cleared, then I observed the person that we now know as Miss Jefferson. I heard her scream and saw her fall like this, and I knew that I'd shot that person.
Dean admitted that he did.
Can I just start asking questions? Like, yo, why y'all niggas so quick to shoot? Gun? She had a gun?
Didn't do competent police work that night.
You tried to open the window to get inside a house where you didn't know where unknown assailants could be hiding that could be armed. Is that what you're telling this jury?
Yes.
That's your sworn... Is that good police work?
No.
Yeah, you know that.
A psychologist assessed Dean as narcissistic and not suitable for police work.
My conclusion was that he was not psychologically suitable to serve as a police officer.
And why is that?
Because the results had suggested that he had a narcissistic personality style that would inhibit his judgment, decision-making.
The prosecution argued that Dean did not give Jefferson enough time to comply with his commands.
Look at the
Oh God, he really didn't. He really did.
Half a second from the first command to where, and it's put up your hand, show me, bam.
Yeah.
Half a second. No one can comply with that. No one. She never had a chance. There was nothing she could, nothing that she could have done, could have changed what was going to happen, because that man decided when he got to that home that he was going to be a hard charger, he was going to be gung-ho, and he was going to take command of this situation.
Jefferson's 11-year-old nephew testified in court.
How did you think she was hurt?
Because she was crying and just shaking.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking, is it a dream?
Dean was found guilty of...
Yeah, bro. Bro, we gotta protect our kids, bro. Kids shouldn't have to go through that, man. Bro, kids should not have to see no shit like that, man. Bryce said he thought it was a dream. Like, no kids should have to see nothing like that, man. At all. I know that probably still stick with him till this day. It's 2025. This happened in 2019. Like, his auntie just cooking food for him and just get shot for no reason. I don't care what none of y'all say down in the comments. I know some one of y'all niggas typing right now. Shut up. Delete it. I ain't trying to hear it.
Manslaughter and sentenced to 11+ years in prison.
Verdict reads, we the jury, having found the defendant Aaron York Dean guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the offense of manslaughter, assess his punishment at confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for 11 years, 10 months, 12 days.
The non-murder conviction did not sit well with the supporters of the victim.
This is that the girl is dead. That's all the evidence that we need. She is dead. 77 seconds. And he get manslaughter.
Aaron Dean will spend almost 12 years in prison for killing an innocent woman. But what happens when cops try to send an innocent man to jail? Like in the case of Marcus Jeter, who in 2012 was charged with resisting arrest and assault based on this dashcam video.
Get down! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Why are you trying to get right? Get off my gun!
That night, Jeter was pulled over by Bloomfield cops Sean Corder and Orlando Trinidad. Jeter, however, refused to come out of his car.
Why didn't you just get out of the car?
Because I was afraid.
Because
There was a cop on my left with a gun pointed at me, and there was one on my right side with a shotgun pointed. And at that moment, I just knew, like, you know, I even had my phone in my hand, and I dropped my phone and put my hands up and said, you know, put the guns away. I'm not going to step out the car.
Because
I'm afraid that I might get shot.
But these bitches be asking stupid ass like he just told you the nigga had one dude had a pistol aiming at my head, another dude had a shotgun, and that's why I said, hey, I'm not getting out the car until I put the guns away, because bro, what is we talking about? Like what?
if you got out.
Jeter faced up to 5 years in prison. However, his lawyer obtained a second dashcam video that showed a different story. A second police car crossed from the opposite side and rammed into Jeter's car. Dashcam footage from that car showed Jeter with his hands up, clearly not resisting arrest. An officer broke Jeter's window and punched him.
They opened the door. One of the officers reached in and just punched me in my face.
The officers then dragged Jeter out of his car and started beating him up. Following the discovery of new evidence, all charges against Jeter were dropped.
Because of them lying, that I would have had to do 5 years in jail.
If the tape hadn't surfaced,
I was going to be doing jail. I was going to be doing time.
In 2016, Corder was convicted and found guilty.
As a man of the law, there's an oath that they take, and it's to tell the truth. And in this situation, there was time given for Mr. Corder to tell the truth.
He was sentenced to 5 years in prison with no possibility of parole. While Corder will spend at least 5 years in prison for police brutality, how does it compare to a cop arguing with the judge in court? Like in the case of former Breckenridge County Sheriff Todd Pate, who was in court today for a plea hearing.
Is that your phone, Mr. Pate?
Yes,
you need to put it away.
Okay.
You need to put it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hearing began with a bumpy start. A year earlier,
Yeah, you
Pate
put it
was
away.
arrested for causing a crash while driving under the influence. He was charged with 5 felonies and a second DUI charge.
put it
Pate
away.
was to change his plea from not guilty to guilty, a decision he had already agreed to in writing. This deal will allow him to serve only a few days in prison instead of several years. To make it official, all he has to do is utter the words to Judge Janet Crocker.
Desire to change your plea from not guilty to guilty.
Can I answer that yes or no, or can I make somewhat of a statement?
That is a yes or no answer, sir.
Will I have the opportunity to say anything further?
If it is your intention to change your plea from not guilty to guilty, then I will take your plea, and certainly you'll have an opportunity to make any statement that you want to make. But if it is not your intent to enter a guilty plea at this time, then I'm going to set your case for jury trial, and you're going to stop wasting my time and everybody else's time this afternoon.
I'm not trying to waste your time.
Oh my God, nigga, she just, bro, she just broke it down in the most simplest way, bro. Literally, I swear these people, like, bro. She said yes. If you changing your plea, then yes, you will have time to state your statement after that. If no, hey, but I'm gonna put your jury date. I'm gonna put everything in motion for your jury trial and everything. Cause if you're not, you just wasting our time here. Like, that's the most, bro.
Then is it your intention to enter a guilty plea at this time or not, sir?
Judge Crocker ignores Pate and checks with the prosecution.
Mr. Chambers, what is the Commonwealth's position at this time, sir?
The judge then calls for a recess, hoping Pate's lawyer could talk some sense into him.
Mr. Vowles, would you like some additional opportunity to meet with your client this afternoon before we proceed at this time?
I don't believe it do any harm. I'll make it very, very quick. I know we've already delayed the court, and I'll report back within a couple of minutes.
All right, I'll give you another 10 minutes with it.
Back in court, Judge Crocker tries again.
Let's get back on the record and see if we can sort this out.
She's very nice,
What
actually.
is Mr. Pate's decision with respect to proceeding forward with entry of his guilty pleas?
Can I say a few things, or?
I need to understand what it is that we're doing here today, Mr. Pate.
Yes, I've had every intention of coming in here today and entering a guilty plea. You know, it's difficult for me to enter a guilty plea for a lot of reasons, but I don't want this court to think that I am trying to minimize, take away from, or neglect any responsibility that I had in this situation that occurred.
The problem was that Pate believed he was forced to take a plea deal.
This was never an assault first case. Should have never been an assault first case, but it became that. And it became that to push me in a direction to take a plea. I'm willing to take a plea, but I want this court to know, I want the people to know, I want the public to know that Todd Pate holds himself responsible for everything that he did. But it's hard for me to lay down and plead to felony charges that don't apply.
Judge Crocker was now starting to lose her patience.
Mr. Pate, we have reached that point now. This is either a yes or no. Are you going to enter your plea or not?
Let me just plead and get it over with for everybody. Plead to something that I absolutely do not feel good about.
Finally, she had enough.
Okay, I think we're done. At this point in time, I think we're done. And at this juncture, this court could not, based on these preliminary statements that Mr. Pate has made, make a finding that this plea is knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently made. That on the one hand, the Commonwealth can, if it chooses to do so, to enforce the terms of this agreement based on the execution. Mr. Pate, I'm talking at this point in time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
At this point in time, I'm going to sustain the Commonwealth's motion to revoke his bond. He's going to be taken into custody today.
Your Honor, if I may speak to Mr. Chambers.
I've already ruled. I've already ruled at this point in time. We're done at this point in time. We've got a fully executed plea document that provided in pertinent part that he was to serve 75 days in jail, and he's going into jail today under the terms of that plea.
Pate eventually pled guilty and accepted the terms of his
Like
sentence.
what, bro? Bro, just dragging it out for no reason, bro. Bro, these people be killing me, bro. Man, if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. Thank y'all for all the love and support. And we back. And I'll see y'all boys and girls next video. We out.